The advanced version of Turkey in the Straw is the one that usually gets people in this particular book because we have syncopation that we haven't really introduced before this particular book. So let's just attack the beginning first. So we're still starting off with that G major arpeggio. And so if we just look at the beginner notes, G, B, B, G, 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 B, D, D. If we look at all of these notes, we have this G major, and we have some fill-ins right there. B, A, G, F, G, A, B, G. So I want to stay on this same string the entire time. So I'm going to use that fourth finger right there. And because I want to get this song fast, everybody knows this particular piece, and I want to get it fast. So I'm going to reduce my string crossings so that I can be as efficient as possible. And so since I'm staying on the same string, I'm doing G, A, G, I'm going to just do a fourth finger right there and have my finger just come down really fast so I don't have to use even more muscle to use that bow right there. As I mark on more things here. So B, G, D, E, D, B, D. So long bow there. Up, down, up, down, up, down. So this is up. I'm starting at the tip, and then I'm doing all lower half for this, whole bow, lower half again, whole bow, bottom, B, 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 A, G, B, B, A, slur here, B, A, G, F, G, A, G, second finger, B, G, D, E, D, B, D, continuing up, G, A, B, D, E, D, B, G, A. What the heck is going on right here? Okay, this is syncopation. Syncopation is the accent of not the downbeat. And so that is very, if we can do a whole lot of these, different versions of this, but the version that we're doing is with the and of that one beat. So the way that I usually write this out to explain is I write out my 4 beats. I have my 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right. So I have an eighth note, a quarter note, eighth note, quarter, quarter. All right. So if I weigh this out properly, this is what it looks like with just that eighth note. And then I have my quarter note right here. So my eighth note gets 1 eighth note. My quarter note gets 2 eighth notes. So it's going to span across that. Then I have another eighth note right there. So far, it's looking a little bit scary, but we're going to make sure that we are very comfortable. This is my thing, is making comfortable with rhythms. So this is my 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So let's look at this part. 3 and 4 and. This and this, we already have that. 3, 4. 3, 4. No problemo. All right, now we're going to look at this section right here. We have 1 and that 2 is in there. 1 and 2 is already in there, and. So we have to feel this. 1 and 3, 4. 1 and 3, 4. So I had this great music teacher. The Mr. Alder would snap in front of me. He taught me saxophone within like a month and a half, and so syncopation was the hardest thing to learn because we didn't learn this in orchestra very well. So we had to be very precise with band, and so that's one of the reasons I'm most paranoid about my students learning really good syncopation and rhythm when it comes to strings. 1 and 3, 4. We have to learn how to accent these appropriately, but making them very articulate. 1 and 3, 4. 1 and 3, 4. 1 and 3, 4. So getting really comfortable with saying it, but making that articulation happen with our bow. So we have to use a lot, use a little, use a lot, so that we have space for this. 1 and 3, 4. And so we have a slur right here. So this is a beat and a half right there, and 3 and 4 and 3. So 1 and 2 is in there, and 3 and 4 and. Syncopation's a whole lot of fun that we have to spend a lot of time with. So same thing happens here. 1 and, this 2 is in there, and 3, 4. These ands are also in there, but we just ignore them because we just get so used to having that downbeat. 1 and 3, 4. 1 and 3, 4. 1 and 3, 4. So see this over and over again. Pluck this out over and over again. 1 and 3, 4. 1 and 3, 4. 1 and 3, 4. This is so important to get this really going throughout the, I mean, that's what we keep going back to. So then this last line, it's really tricky because we're going back to normal. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, and 2 is in there, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3. So getting it, so we work so hard on getting this super comfortable with the basic version. Getting the advanced tune is going to be interesting, but not only for the rhythms here, but also the bowings. So my bow right here is doing a beat and a half a beat, whole beat, whole beat. And so we have to save our bow. So let's practice our plucking and then we'll do our bowing with that. So completely forgetting our bowing. This is what I don't care about right now because we need to get this rhythm happening. If you're not playing the right rhythm, then you're playing the wrong note. I'm like, oh, isn't intonation about everything? No, rhythm is king, because if you're not on the right rhythm, you're playing the wrong note. And I'm sad that it took me, probably till high school to learn that, but I'll be patient with myself. So we're starting on the 4th beat. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, 4, and 1, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, and 2, and 3. So, what I want you to feel is that and, that second beat. 1, and 1, and 3, and 4. So let's look at measure 7. 1, and 3, and 4, and again, ready, and go in. 1, and 3, and go in. 1, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3. So getting that measure, and then the measure after it, is a pain in the booty, but we just have to say it over and over and over again. Too many people do not rely on, if you can say it, you can play it. Music teachers across the globe will say, yes, preach. Because if you can say it, you can play it. This is what students don't utilize enough. Say it, pluck it, air bow it, do it on one string, do it on multiple strings, then do it as a scale, then do it as all of these different ways, so that you can get it really incorporated into your practice so that we can make this happen. So let's do it from pick up to measure 5. That means the 2 notes leading into it. 1, 2, 3, B, A, G, F, G, A, G. 1, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3. Repeat. Now this whole section is syncopation. 1 and 3, 4, 1 and da. 1 and 3, 4, 1 and 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3. You cannot count this enough. You have to get used to saying it. If you can say it and clap it at the same time, say it and pat it, whatever you have to do. Do this for yourself and all of your teammates and your orchestra, and it will help you in so many ways to really understand the rhythm behind it. So let's do that third line. We're going to do measures 10 through measure 16. Well, let's just count the whole last two lines. Ready, go. 1 and 2, 3. 1 and da. 1 and 3, 4. 1 and 3, 4. 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3. 4 and 1 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3. So beneficial. Do it a million times. I'll loop this video. Say it with me as many times as you can. So let's pluck that. We're going to do it with repeat. 1, 2, ready, go. And 1 and 3, 4. 1 and da. And fourth finger. And 3, 4. 1 and 3, 4. 1, 2 and D, 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 B, 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 A. 1 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3. Repeat to 10. 1 and 3, 4. 1 and 3, 4. 1 and 3, 4. 1 and 3, 4. 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3. All right. So let's do that with the metronome. Ba-dum, ba-dum. I'm going to take it a little bit slower than 70. Usually we do our fiddles bowing at 70, but I want to be more comfortable with it of our bowing. So pluck through it as many times as you can. Say it as many times as you can. So we're starting with an up bow. 4 and half, 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 whole, whole, ha, ba, ba. 1. So we're starting on that fourth beat. So I'm going to say 1, 2, 3. We're going to come down 4. 1, 2, 3. Whole bow, half, whole. Fourth finger. Slur. Repeat. Sorry, second ending. Lift. 1 and. Slur this. 1 and 3, 4. Low 2, 2, 4. Open. 1. Long bow. 2 and 3, 4 and. 4. Repeat back to measure 10. Slur this. Slur. Go 2 to 4. Open E. Low 1. Or break that 1. Low 2. So this is a piece that is difficult enough that we have to spend a lot of time working on it and getting very comfortable and reducing our bows to make it more fast to play it more quickly. But we want to make sure that we're not experiencing any tension when we play this, because when we get through something, we want to like tense up like this. So don't move on to the next speed if you feel this tension. We want to like have everything very relaxed before we move on, so that we're not just getting more and more and more and more tight. So do it with love and relaxation and all of that. So happy practice.